Today we're going to talk about the power of reflection. When I first started out in leadership, I pitied the first 10 years of people that worked with me as a leader. I didn't know I had ADHD. And if you analyze the brain of an ADHD person under an MRI, it's going to show that they're under chronic stress. I was like a buzzsaw, always coming up with ideas, full speed ahead, really saying, oh, look, there's a squirrel. And I would drive my people crazy. But I was blessed with some great team members and people that helped me and worked with me. But over the years after I've learned how to have coping strategies for my ADHD, so I'm a lot better now, I discovered that one of the best tools I have is just the power of reflection. And as a leader, we've got a system that we use, I've used for years now, that works for me. But I've learned that the power of reflection gives me the ability to be creative. It gives me the ability to be able to just be at peace and think through things and be able to solve problems. Now, there's always problems that come at you fast where it's action, reaction, you just got to move and shake. But there's other problems where you have time to think and think things through. But we've got strategies that we can share with you. And if you're having a problem with just finding time to reflect or making it a priority, and everybody, don't tell me you're busy. Everyone's busy. But there are people that are achieving great things that have reflection. And one of the greatest inventors we've had in our modern time was Edison. And we know he invented the phonograph and he also invented the light bulb. And he was famous for working crazy hours, all night and working all the time. But one thing that people don't really know a lot about him is he liked to fish. He literally went fishing every day for an hour. And Edison was a horrible fisherman. Never caught fish. And one day people were asking, well, you go fishing but you don't catch fish. What's the problem? Well, I don't use bait. Why? You don't use bait? Yeah, because when I'm out there, there's other fishermen. Well, if I've got a cane pole and people see me not using bait, they're not going to talk to a fisherman that doesn't have bait. And he said the best part is the fish don't bother me. So Edison was using the reflection to think up ideas. And what's even crazier than that is if you've used a cane pole before, which I did as a kid, after you use them so long they start breaking and you can see they're splintering in fibers. He's there one day and he starts thinking, I wonder if this bamboo, this cane, could be the filament of the light bulb. He used that, and the first light bulb, when the filament was treated, the bulb could last for 1,200 hours. So if Edison, who was a workaholic, one of the greatest inventors, can find the benefits of reflection, I know you can too. And you'll not just be a better leader, but you'll be a much better person in working with your family and friends and just more at peace when you're able to have that time to reflect and plan things out mentally. And there's little strategies that you can use. We're not telling you, we're not mental health professionals, we're not that, but we are practitioners that can help out with time management, figuring out how to analyze your time so you can have some time to reflect. As a leader, it's important. If you go back to the Pareto principle where you have the 80-20 rule, 20% of the things you use or do every day are going to give you 80% of the results. Well, I know for sure I've got to focus in on the things that give us the results and also the things that fulfill me. Because just because I'm good at something doesn't mean it fulfills me. And I'd rather be able to work in my talent zones and set my team members up so they're in their talent zones. So that way we have a healthier and happier organization and we all work together and we play off of each other's strengths and weaknesses.